What is up, guys? Welcome back to Sam Bibles. Today I've got a very interesting video, and this is a video I've been very excited to actually tell you guys about. I don't know why, I just felt led from the Lord today to make this video. There's two videos. One of them is about discouragement, and this one's about pain that is temporary. So we're just gonna go with pain that is temporary. That's what I feel like doing tonight in the flow. So yeah, we're gonna go straight in. Here we go. Um, a lot of us as Christians go through pain, And I just want to say that, as you can see in the title of this video, um, that it's all temporary. It's temporary pain. It's not a pain that it doesn't last forever. It might feel like it lasts forever. It might feel like it's never gonna end, or it's just getting worse and worse and worse. But I promise you, it'll be temporary if you just give it to God and you put God first. It'll be fine. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my situationship, some pain that I've gone through lately with some people. And I'm going to encourage you guys with this verse before we start off. And it is Romans 8:18. I know this verse pretty much off by heart. For I do not consider that these, I don't know if this is exact wording, but for I do not consider, it's Romans 8:18 if you want to check it. For I do not consider that these past sufferings cannot compare to the joy that is coming. So, this is a very good verse because it encourages us that the suffering that we go through, this pain that we go through, is temporary. And at the end of the day, the joy is going to come. The Bible promises that the joy is going to come. It cannot compare for the joy that is going to come. And you can remind yourself that every day. And I'm going to be talking about my story a bit. You know, sometimes the sufferings we go through are actually a good thing. Sometimes God gives us the suffering. Sometimes God, He doesn't give us the suffering. He gives us the things. Like, He might give us like a job, like, a really high-end job. It might be a bit of suffering then. It might be a lot of work. But then, you might have big paychecks. And that's like the joy that is coming. You need to understand that. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about a bit about my story and how I've kind of dealt with it. So this is a few years ago. There was a girl I really liked, in a girlfriend way, and she's a Christian, of course. I got it. And we were in the same class. I used to like her. Now she never rejected me or anything, so I was never really sad. Maybe a bit sad that I didn't get to see her. But she doesn't follow me on Instagram anyway. Now I don't really care if I talk about these people, because they don't really follow me on Instagram anyway. They don't treat me that nice overall anyway. So if they want to message me, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But I don't care either way, regardless. I've got God. But yeah, this person never really did anything bad. Sometimes, but yeah. Anyways, I thought they were gonna like marry me or something when I'm older. I thought we were gonna get into a relationship, but you never know. God's plan, God's will over mine. You never know the future. But anyways, this is another lady. I kind of moved on for her because she didn't really like me. I don't think. There was this another lady that I found. She went in my class a few years later, and it was a holiday, and I really liked this person. I don't know why. I just liked the way she looked. I liked her personality from the inside. And I'm a very loyal person. I'm not someone to just like get a girlfriend and then like cheat on them. No. I'm not like this generation. I'm a Christian. I love like Jesus did, and I'm a very loyal person. So if I really like someone, and they say, they reject me, and they reject me, and I really liked them, it's like, it hurts, because I really liked them. But I've gotten used to it now. It's happened quite a lot. So, but don't worry, it's only happened a few times. But I guess you just get used to it, and you'll find the right person at the right time. But yeah, I really like this person, and then No, I was actually on holiday one time, and this person I really liked, and I messaged her on Instagram. I was like DMing her. I messaged her a few times, a bit too much to be honest. Kind of regret it, but I was at camp and I was thinking about her like the whole camp, right? The whole camp, bro. Because that's what happens when you like click to someone. So she didn't reply to them, and I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. So I check back a few days later. We're going back home. At that point, that day, I check back, and you know what it says? It doesn't say sent anymore. It says seen. And my heart sank. Like, I'm not even joking. It sank, bro. I was never that depressed in my life. Like, I wasn't actually depressed, but I was like, it was probably the biggest heartbreak. I don't know how to explain it. I was like, I didn't even say anything, bro. I was with my parents. We went to like a cafe. I didn't even want to say anything. Like, it said seen 2 days ago. So I was kind of like, all of that time, I was on holiday 2 days. I was thinking about it a lot, in a good way. Thinking, it'd be cool just to like, hang out or something like that. As a Christian woman, like godly, a Jesus-centered relationship. And it hit. That 2 days I thought, how it could be a Jesus-centered relationship, and she left me unseen for 2 days. And I was still left unseen, of course. It said seen 2 days. I think it was 2 days or something like that. But yeah, it really sucked. Was it 2 hours? I don't know. But yeah, it really sucked, and my heart just fell. It broke my heart pretty much. And I didn't even know what to do. I wasn't even thinking. I was a simp for her. But it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how, one thing. Anyways, that's not the point of the video. But like, why couldn't they just say hi? That's something that's annoyed me about this little person. I have no feelings for her anymore. But I still forgive her and stuff. I don't know if she forgives me, but yeah. She, like, it was one hi, like, even how are you? That would have helped a lot. But anyways, yeah, she left me unseen, and my heart, fell, right? But you gotta understand, that was temporary. It wasn't a forever thing. It may have felt like a forever thing back then. I didn't even message her, I don't think. But or maybe I did. But I actually talked to her in real life. But, you see there was a suffering there, but it was, well, sad. My heart fell. My heart broke. And I was in the car, I was like, sad thoughts about it. It wore off eventually, like a few hours, it was fine, obviously. It wasn't like a week's thing or anything. It was like the first hour that sucked. Now, I don't know if I messaged her again, but we went back to school, back to my class. I actually said hi to her, and I said, sorry for sending you all the messages. I just said sorry. I sent her quite a few messages, sorry. And she said, it's all good. And it actually kind of lifted something in me. It made me a lot better. It made me feel like a lot more better, and my heart started to heal a bit more, because it was like, she was a lot more nicer to me. She said it's fine, and I started talking to her a bit, and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, over the year, this was last year, by the way. It started last year, eventually, and then, we went in class. I talked to her quite a bit. We started talking, but it was kind of like a hill. It was like this. I started talking to her more and more and more and more. Then went down and down and down and down. Went like that, and then it just went down. We stopped talking more. She left, I still message her sometimes, very dry texts. And then we just started talking less and less, and I just thought, I'm gonna give up. I don't care about this thing anymore. Now, the pain's still kind of there. It's like, it's a bit sad that she, didn't really talk to me much. And it was a bit sad that she kind of, like, rejected me in that way. She doesn't really talk to me as a friend. But, it's all good now. Like, I've went to God. I've read the Bible. But, point saying, that's kind of like a testimony of mine. I read the Bible. I prayed, worshiped God. And, Jesus... You know, she wouldn't have fulfilled me in a way. You know, Jesus will. She wouldn't have fulfilled me. Jesus fulfilled me. And you know, the pain is temporary. It's not as bad anymore. And I'm feeling so much better that I've got Jesus. You know, just remember that the pain will go less and less and less if you've got Jesus more and more and more. Don't let don't let it naturally be gone. Let Jesus be with you. Because I promise you that He will mend your heart. He will fill that void in your heart. He'll take that sadness and depression away. But as I was saying, that was temporary. That was a very temporary place. That was a temporary sadness. But who knows? God could have used that sadness and made it better. I've got more joy now. I've probably got more joy than last year. Because who knows? Maybe He wanted me to read the Bible more. You know, I was in a low space. Maybe God wanted me to get the heartbreak so that I could get closer to God. That temporary little sadness, that little ball, into a huge ball of getting closer to God, and that joy, that huge ball of joy, I promise you, it's so much worth it. And as I said, there was a temporary sadness, now I've got a eternal joy of God. And you know, it just strengthens us. It makes me better with relationships. It makes me less sad when something happens, I get rejected, you know, and it just makes me understand, I'm going to get closer to God. Now I'm going to go to God when I have problems and I'm sad. Because you got to understand, God's our main source, not humans. We trust in God when we're discouraged. And God could have lifted me up. He made me stronger as a person. I've gotten better as a person. I've got my joy. I've gotten closer to God as a person. And, you know, I forgive her. I forgive anyone who's broken my heart. I forgive them. If they don't like me, that's their choice. I still love them because God calls us to love everyone. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got 2 verses to show you. This is the first one I was just talking about. This is somewhere in Psalms. I don't know the exact Psalm, but it's somewhere in Psalms. You can search it up. I promise it'll be there. Well, if you did the right wording. The Lord mends the brokenhearted. The Lord is near the brokenhearted. Which is the exact situation. I was brokenhearted. The Lord was near me. And another verse, Matthew 6:33. But seek first the kingdom of God, and He will add unto you. Don't worry about finding that relationship, that money, and all these things. Seek God's kingdom first, and He will provide all the things. The relationship, the money, all of that will come. But with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. I hope you guys really enjoyed my testimony and my video about getting closer to God, and that these pains that we go through are temporary, you know. And there's a long list of temporary pains that we have. But if we go to God, we can have the joy of the Lord that lasts forever. But with that being said, I'm sorry for the long video. This was a pretty long video. Wow, I had quite a lot to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know, and I had to kind of say it because, you know, there's not many people out there to say it. You know, I'm using it for God's kingdom. And I felt led to say that because I know many people in this generation might feel like that. But with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe if this did motivate you. And if you feel led, donate. And please watch some of my other videos if you feel led, want to watch more videos about God and my other videos. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.